Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rekakadash. Much honors and respect to the apostles and others, the great millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, rightfully dividing the word of truth. You do it through your precepts. I say Shalom. Back for another quick 4-part lesson. We're going to title it right here based off Psalms 9 and 10. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, in Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, Ba'ashim means coming in the name of. All right, so Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, coming in the name of his Son, Yahweh Shai. For thou, Lord, has not forsaken them that seek thee. There you go. Again, what does that make me think of? What is that? Malachi 3 and 6. The Lord never changes. Therefore, you sons of Jacob, right? Talking about the 12 tribes, you are not consumed, devoured, destroyed. Do you understand that, people? All right, thy name, huh? So, here are the true names of the Heavenly Father and Son, okay? In the Hebrew characters, read from right to left, okay? On top, that's Yahweh. On the bottom, his son's name, Yahweh Shai, okay? That's the way it would be in the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew text. You understand? So then the question comes, how do you get, these names of Jehovah and Jesus? And Jesus means earth pig in the Latin. Okay, so that's what you've been worshiping. And then you also know that the poster boy was, Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Rodrigo Borgia, okay, some Edomite, with blonde hair and blue eyes that you were worshiping from the Renaissance, okay, who was a Mo and a sodomite, okay? So anyway, this is why, again, when you're reading a historic book, a spiritual book, a prophetic book, you got to know history, and you have to get into the history, okay? Anyway, let's move on. Give me a minute here. All right, so let's continue this. Let's start from the top here so we can get some more meat here off the bone. Okay. I will praise thee, O Lord Yahweh. And we say Yahweh because we see the word Lord in all caps. And like I just told you, in the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew text, it'd be Yahweh. All right. So when you see it in your English Bibles, the word Lord in all caps, like we're reading right here, it is the name that I just showed you on top, all right, of the medallion. All right. It is Yahweh. With my whole heart, I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O Most High. So you have to know the name, okay? And look, it's very clear about that, okay? Because, again, the scriptures pretty much cover that, okay? All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Revelation 14, all right? And the Lamb and 144,000 on Mount Zion, that's what it says right above verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, all men 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, who will be the governing bodies to the kingdom, all right, co-heirs to the kingdom with Yahweh Shai, which is here on the earth, people, not in the fourth dimension. Having his Father's name written in their foreheads. Hello, need I say more? All right? Anyway, you know what? We'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 2, 3, and 4. Shalom.